Right, here we go. What's up, guys? I'm shooting from my new tablet, courtesy of T-Mobile for being a loyal customer. Let me move this. Lord, my boobs are up in the camera. All right. Let me turn this. It's so weird doing this. It's my first time doing it. I haven't done like a non-phone video in like 3 years. So this is kind of fresh for me. Let's talk. No Way Home. This is a non-spoiler review. I will post my spoiler review on Sunday. You guys are gonna get a guest star, Ashley, my roommate, my best friend. Love her. We're gonna go see the movie. She's a Marvel stan just like me. So let's talk No Way Home non-spoiler review. So we already know this movie is basically it's some endgame territory. We have Peter basically effing up the multiverse and basically bringing in villains from different universes and different Peter Parker worlds. This movie, I'm gonna give my initial thoughts. This movie really pretty much gave me more than what I ever wanted from this movie. I'm sorry, I had to burp. This movie was the culmination of a character that has been in not just the live action franchise of Spider-Man, but in the Marvel universe as a whole for the past 40 years. This has given so much fan service to people who have been here for the live action movie since day one. I grew up on Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield, I didn't really get attached to him. My cousins love him. Tom Holland's Peter Parker, at that time when they announced it, I was like, really gonna do this again? But then I saw Homecoming and I was like, okay, I'm invested. And the fact that how it's Spider-Man, like it's in my age, I'm just like, okay, we gotta get attached. And not only that, for people who are asking, when are we gonna have that moment where Peter realizes that he has to basically grow up. And when I say that, it's mainly because we haven't seen Peter Parker outside of, high school. We've seen him mainly in this high school setting. He's always been, someone who was like the mentee to someone like a father figure like Tony Stark. And, people thought it was going to be that with Doctor Strange. And in this case, it is a full-on Peter Parker Spider-Man movie. There are no side characters to the focus. He is the main focus. It is honestly amazing. The effects in this movie are spectacular. I already called it that it was going to get some Oscar nominations, and I really hope they win. And they submitted. When talking about the villains, a lot of villains not only got their shine, but also got some redemption of how they were written and portrayed. I say that because if you remember back then, a lot of the Spider characters with Electro, and I'm trying to remember, Electro and Doc Ock and Green Goblin, they kind of were, criticized by critics and viewers of the movie. It's like, okay, we didn't really get a lot of them. We got so much depth with them. It's amazing. William Dafoe, give him Best Supporting Actor nomination. I really want Sony and Marvel to campaign this movie for the Oscars so bad because it was just so good. The cast overall, they did an amazing job. The Peter, MJ, and Ned trio, it made you feel like this is a real friendship, that they all love each other like family. Oh my God, MJ and Peter, MJ and Peter, my babies, oh my God. Like, you feel like they're an actual couple. You get so many moments with them where you see that this is young love and oh my God. And literally when you watch it in parts, it's like, you know what? This is the moment when Tom and Zendaya kind of felt like, you know what, let's give this a try again. This is the moment where they felt like, let's do this for real in real life. And I'm all the way here for it. Stunts, amazing. I just found out Willem Dafoe did his own stunts. And I'm just like, wait, you're 66 and you're doing this? What? Oh my God, the stunts were great. The effects were great. The story arc was great. I'm just like, you just hoping and praying for the best for this kid. And it's just, the story overall, I know it's based off of one of the comics, but honestly, the story arc, you never felt like this movie was draggy. You never felt like it was draggy. You never felt like something was a filler part. Every single minute of this movie, you were just on your seat. You're either laughing, you're crying, you're scared, you're cheering. It's an emotional roller coaster that you're going to be so happy to be on. Oh, there's going to be so many moments where you're going to see Peter grow up, and it's just, you're going to feel so much because you're going to feel that you've grown with this character. We've watched this character from the beginning in this trilogy of movies, and this movie serves as the arc of where we go from high school Peter Parker to adult Peter Parker, and they did it so perfectly. And I know people are saying, oh, it's not a perfect movie. This is a perfect movie. If you're saying it's not a perfect movie, that means y'all a hater and you cannot understand the story. If you say this is not a perfect movie, this just sounds like you only watch the movies and not like the comics. Like you had to understand the story of the comics to understand the story of the movies. Like this movie got me into reading comics, and I'm just like, I'm on my fan era. I'm on my Marvel stan era, guys. This is how I am. Like, I'm really just invested, and I cannot wait for the next 3. Now, I'm going to mention in my spoiler review, the way we're set up for these next 3, it makes me feel like we're probably going to have more than one again. I feel like we're extending the Spider-Verse in some way. It's going to make more sense when I talk about it in my spoiler review. But it feels like we're expanding the world of Peter Parker. I know Tom Holland has said, he wants to, separate from Marvel because he's been doing this for 6 years. And I totally get that. Homie is only 25, and I know he doesn't want to be a superhero forever. It's been like 6 years in. He's been doing it since he was 19. I feel like these 3 movies was the beginning. Yeah, the first 3 was the beginning. And he said he's only going to get like 6. These next 3 are going to be adult Peter Parker, and maybe him just easing his way out. I don't know. Tom been teasing us that he might be leaving, and then they're gonna renew 3 more movies. It's just like, okay, Tommy boy, what we doing? Okay, because I know you want to be Chris Evans and leave after a good amount of time, but do the Chris Hemsworth route and kind of just go into this franchise. Maybe be. I know you don't want to be 50 years old. You're the same age as me. Maybe hit 40 and then go. You can still do life, okay? Because I'm still on your ass about talking about wanting to start a family. And you would not say this if you and Zendaya didn't talk about this. So you probably want to start a family. It's fine. Y'all can have some babies and still work on the movies. This is turned into a tangent. But anyway, overall, I got to give this movie 10 out of 10. There's so much that happened. It wasn't too much in one movie. It flowed together perfectly. Every scene just had its own moment, and I'm just so happy I got to see it in theaters. Like, bro, if this got pushed back one more year or one more month even, my God. I'm so glad I saw it on Thursday, because I would have been so upset if I didn't see it this weekend. Also, knowing that they changed the setup for No Way Home due to COVID, it makes you kind of think, okay, what movie we could have gotten? Because this movie was supposed to happen after Multiverse of Madness. So I'm thinking, so there's a different version of this movie that we did not get with this. So I'm not saying thank you to COVID. I'm just saying that we got lucky with this new version before Multiverse of Madness. So I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm excited. So that's my non-spoiler review. This really was everywhere. I haven't done a review in so long, but you know what? This is the time. Please do not spoil the movie in the comments. I will have a spoiler talk tonight on my TikTok page, Simply Simone, if y'all want to tune in. I'm also doing a spoiler review on Sunday with my roommate Ashley. I'm going to be making a bunch of TikToks to this next week. It is, the content. Anyway, this is your girl. Peace out, more love. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.